Hey everyone, Eric on paper. I'm Eric, and it has been an extremely long amount of time before I've done one of these. Let me just start the video right off the bat by saying that Spider-Man 4 is not canceled. Uh, I understand that if, updates on a project are quiet, people are going to assume it was just quietly canceled and things like that, but no, I am not the type to quit and leave people in a lurch. Um, I think that I built up a lot of trust and goodwill, and a lot of people support the project, and it means the world to me. And I'm not going to let those people down, and I'd really be letting the cast and crew down who have put in a ton of hard work if anything were to happen to the project. So I'm with Spider-Man 4 for the long haul, and for those of you say I've been following the project for 5 years, 6 years, I appreciate you so much. And honestly, I am right there with you. You are the people who I can't wait to show the film to the most. Okay, so to answer the question, where have we been? Why have we been so quiet? Well, between the time of my last update and now, I swear to God, literally every cast member had some sickness or something wrong with them. Our Vulture actor was in a car accident. He's doing okay now, but he had to, he's in a sling for a while. Then, yeah, everybody was getting sick with something or other. Bryn started to continue his education, so he was a bit busy with that, and he's taking acting classes, thank God. Just kidding, Bryn. You know it's me if I'm roasting Bryn. Uh, and as for myself, while there was downtime with Spider-Man, I directed another project, mainly because the resources weren't there for Spider-Man, and I also did it to try to save a friendship I felt was in peril of just dissolving. Well, unfortunately, that still did happen, and I was pretty cut up about it at the beginning of the year. Enough drama out of the way. Um, I've been working with Bryn and our new visual effects artist quite a bit. And one of the things that we're working on is addressing criticisms that we got from our teaser trailer. A lot of you said that, oh, it's cool, but the animation's a bit stiff or wonky or whatever terms. So our new animator, he is working really hard to get Spider-Man fluid, and it's like we'll have an idea and he wants to add on to it to make it even better. And ultimately, that's the kind of enthusiasm I love and that this project needs. It needs somebody who just takes a good idea and elevates it to something even greater. So I see his progress weekly on animations, and I'm thrilled. I'm excited. What we're doing is we're concentrating on the shocker scene first, which is going to open the movie. That's not really a spoiler at this point. And the way Bryn and I are talking about it, we are putting our best foot forward, as in we want people really to see this and go, wow, okay, this isn't just, shot in some apartment pretending to be a bank, or this isn't some you know, like college level project. We are really pushing it to try to elevate this project to be the best it can be. And I thought it would be kind of cool because you hear me talk about the visual effects a lot to actually show you one that I've been working on. It's not done yet, but I can show you a lot of the in progress stuff on it. So this is one of the opening scenes of the movie. Uh, Spider-Man is looking out over New York City, and the first thing we do, of course, is we key out Spider-Man from the footage. Or if you're like me, I like to use the rotoscoping tools quite a bit. You don't get that crunchiness that you do with a key sometimes. And it goes a long way into preserving the image. I will say, though, that a lot of the composites are these rotoscopes in conjunctions with keys. So it's a push-pull to see, but then we have Manhattan all modeled, and it's just a matter of placing the camera where we want to get details. or to get the buildings that we want. And then at that point, it's matching the lighting. Now, if you'll notice the direction of the light on Spider-Man, that's going to inform our sun position and the time of day. It's a warmer sun, a warmer time of day. So so I match the angle, and then I match the lighting temperature as best as I can, knowing I can play a little bit with it. And the compositing program I use is After Effects. From there, then what I like to do is composite in elements that prevent it from being a static background. Like, for example, smoke rising from buildings. I rendered out a flock of birds flying that I'm going to have just break up the background. And then it comes to extra touches too, like matching the film grain from the green screen plate onto the CGI background just to make it look like it was shot on camera, and then taking a depth map from the scene and putting that as a camera blur so we can see a more realistic focus fall off. After that, of course, is matching colors and refining and bouncing the scene back and forth to Bryn. Now, he gives me good feedback and saying, this is good, but it needs more of this, it needs more of that, that type of thing. And really, it's a pretty intense process, but it's because we care. We want this film to look amazing. And Bryn also is reviewing the storyboards for the upcoming shoots. We have plenty that we're going to film. We have a lot that we're going to get done this year, and I'm thrilled about it. Probably one of the first upcoming shoots we're going to do is security guard footage for Wilson Fisk's private SWAT / internal security team. Bryn's got the costume ready. Looks pretty cool, like I don't want to say generic trooper, but he's armored from head to toe. And what's going to happen with that? I've storyboarded all the scenes that we have in the script involving security guards, and we're going to be shooting all the elements for those. And what that's going to allow us to do is just get all of these guards' plates taken care of at once. We're going to do a 3D scan of the guards and the guards' weapons, specific props and things like that. And then we're going to just be able to place them throughout the movie, shoot with additional elements, like a scene of Vulture fighting some security guards, for example. It's going to have its own unique look to it. It's going to be really cool. Spider-Man being chased by the security guards. Well, the great thing is that we don't need to have the Spider-Man suit actor on set at the same time. As a matter of fact, the green screen setup that we're going to do, shooting it in multiple passes, will allow us to have greater depth in the scene. And like one thing I have storyboarded, and we're going to get this in multiple passes, is, for example, a shot of Spider-Man in the foreground, Black Cat in the midground, soldiers in the background, and these are all going to be shot on separate days, but they'll be stitched together. If you've seen a making of Sin City documentary or something like that, you'll get a sense of what I'm talking about. But I think it's going to be great, really elevate the film. Another fun thing that I was able to do is I live up in Seattle, and we opened up a studio. I say we like I had anything to do with it, but there's a studio up here called Harbor Island Studios. They have a lot of standing sets, a lot of flats. It was really impressive to check out. I was able to tour the facilities, and I'm in negotiations with them to shoot some Spider-Man scenes there. Keep your fingers crossed that it goes through, because I'd really be excited to work on the soundstage. It's really going to elevate the production. And I know that this is a bit of a shorter update. More will be coming throughout the year. I thank you again for your patience and understanding and kindness, and really just supportive comments. Means a lot. and I keep threatening this, but I may just go back to doing art videos too in the interim, because I miss doing it. I had a lot of fun doing it. I've been taking paying jobs, but that's been taking away from time for me just to draw and have fun. Yes, I am working on my own my creator-owned comic that currently is untitled because coming up with titles is not like my forte. I swear, if I'm ever lucky enough to have a kid, it's going to be up to my wife to name the child because I would just say, I feel like Brain and Pinky in the Brain, like Roman numeral 1. I have just so dated myself with that reference, but I don't give a shit. Well, thank you for sticking with me and sticking with the project. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Any ideas for who you want to see me might draw, drop that down below too. I've had people ask if I would draw a Winter Soldier, and it seems to be like a pretty fun idea to me. I think I'll do that. I have kind of a cool pose in mind for him. But yeah, it's good to be back, and I want you to keep telling your stories.